How's everybody doing tonight, man? We back at the headquarters, favorite headquarters. It's your boy JT Runnin Man. I'm here with a special guest, my man, the real Napalm. How you doing, dog?
What's up with you?
How you feeling tonight?
Feeling good, feeling good. Man.
I see you got your smoke, you got your little hydration, everything good, everything working out?
Yeah, no, everything working out good, man. Shout out to y'all for the vitamin water.
Hey, shout out to Vitamin Water. We waiting on that sponsorship. Hey, so I want to talk about your introduction into music because I know that you have a little bit of background inside of the NFL. Yeah, and I want to know kind of how you transitioned from, doing that to doing this. So I want to know where that started at. So
basically, man, it started, one simple story. When we went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
With the Broncos.
Yeah. Shout out to Broncos.
We was losing, but more importantly, the thing I took away from that game is I was more so excited about seeing Bruno Mars perform.
Okay.
And basically seeing that moment where he stood there in the middle of the stadium, he turned the lights out, you know what I'm saying, all the cell phones lit up.
Yeah.
And he's saying, "You're amazing just the way you are," and like the crowd sang it back.
It's a real emotional
song. You know what I'm saying? It was a real emotional song, you know what I'm saying? And for me, it was like I wanted that kind of impact.
Rather than being on the field,
Rather than being on the field.
I feel like people are kind of taking more away from what he's doing than what you was doing at that point in time.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay. And I just felt like that's what called me for like the next probably year and a half. Mm-hmm. And then after that, I just decided it was time to hang him up, walk away while I was young, and then and partake in this journey, man. That I knew I wanted to be an artist. I knew I wanted to do music and do it full time and do it at a high level. So I just decided to
take
do
that leap.
Yeah, take that leap of faith.
Was that a hard decision for you to make? Was it a
tough
one?
So hard, tough.
I can imagine.
Walking away,
that's like some people's dream already.
Yeah, I was about to say. So, I don't like saying it like that.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
But walking away from where like a lot of people in America dream about that, and only a small percentage get to make it, to that level, as far as playing sports or whatever. And for me, it was just like, something I kind of threw away in the eyes of some other people. Mm-hmm. But it wasn't that. It was just I worked and I got all the way up to that level, that high level. And once I got there, it wasn't really fulfilling me. You know what I'm saying? And everybody to each his own. But for me, I just felt like there was more for my calling, my soul and everything. So.
And shout out to everybody out there who's following a dream to get to the NFL and anything like that. But obviously, you know what I mean, you still a human being and you gotta follow your own dreams. You know what I mean? You got things that you wanna do too.
Definitely, because it was a time I was playing for everybody else and not
Exactly.
So, and I felt like that was the time to walk away.
You feel like you got a weight lifted off your shoulders?
Oh, definitely. I've definitely been able to be more so myself lately.
Yeah.
So
it must feel better.
It's way better. It's way better.
What would you say to somebody who might be in that same type of situation right now, who might be, I don't know if I should take that step or I don't know if I should take that leap? What would you say to somebody like that?
Man, plan it out. And if you got a plan, there's no reason
to hold yourself back.
To hold yourself back. I say follow your heart, pray. And just follow what God tell you to do. In that moment, I felt like I followed what God told me to do. So.
Yeah, definitely. Well, let's get into the music, man. Let's talk about the music. I know you got a project coming up soon.
Yeah.
Tell us the name of the project.
Rhythm and Basquiat.
So that, first of all, just that name off top. Let's talk about Basquiat. Where'd you get that idea from?
Basquiat came from my manager.
Yeah.
Harper. Shout out to Harper.
Shout out Harper.
Management. He's very big into art. He kind of challenged me. I wanted to do a mixtape. I had been working on an album, Drug, Sex, Religion.
Okay.
And he was like, let's do something to kind of stir the pot a little bit. You got some extra records laying around.
Get them ready for it.
Yeah, get it ready for it. And I was like, I took the challenge of just diving into art. He wanted me to study art a little bit more. And that's where he started me, and that's kind of where I just stopped. A lot of the concepts hit me. The music started, I produced as well, so I started producing over like samples. You know what I'm saying? Basically, and for me, it was like painting over other people's paintings.
Okay.
And that's what it kind of reference started with Basquiat, because that's what he was known for, graffiti.
Mm-hmm.
But then it just dove into me doing a lot in the community, wanting to do more in the community. Me wanting that inner rebel within me starting to speak up and speak out about things that I believe in. And that's what Basquiat stood for. And then also building the culture in Denver. You know what I'm saying? I want to add my little 2 cents to building the music culture out here. Okay. And I feel like that's what Basquiat did.
Kind of put your fingerprint on it.
Yeah, put my fingerprint on it, and just say, you know, I'm here. Plus, he wears the crown, and you know that needs.
Gotta hold yourself,
you know,
to the king standards.
Gotta hold yourself
up.
You know what I'm saying? King standards. And a lot of people putting a lot of pressure on me with the R&B tag, and I love it. Let's do it.
Because there's not a whole lot of R&B artists out here, especially. Well, there's not a whole lot of R&B artists. I feel like in general, I feel like it's not as much. It's not as prominent as it used to be. But especially in our city, we don't get to see a whole lot of R&B artists. So how do you do that? How do you take that onto your shoulders? How do you know that you one of many, are not one of many, and you can still stand out and still make yourself pop?
Man, to be honest with you, I think it's just more so focusing on me.
Yeah.
You know, not really kind of, I'm not really getting tied up in the who's what and where I'm fit in and where they place me on a totem pole as far as musicians or artists out here.
I get it.
I think when I do that, I get away. You can hear it in my music, but when I go and I focus on me, people, they hear Nate.
Yeah.
And I think that's been the thing that I'm focusing on this year, and I think that's the thing that's got me here to this point. Is just focusing on me and my craft.
And I want to talk about that too, because I know that you're a really involved artist, and I know that you spend a lot of time with your creative process. So can you take us a little bit behind that and let us know what it's like? Because you say you produce as well.
Yeah.
So I assume you produce some of your own music.
I produce probably 90%.
Okay, so take us the process from making the beat at the beginning. Do you come up with the song before you make the beat? Do you make the beat before you come up with the song? How does that work?
Man, it kind of depends. Sometimes a lot happens when I'm driving.
Yeah. Okay.
Ideas come to me when I'm driving. Hearing songs, hearing ideas, or getting a feeling. Sometimes words come to me first, melodies. You know, sometimes I'm in the middle of sleep, like Jacob be around. He'll tell you, I wake up, it'd be 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes you just hear shit blasting out the studio. You know, my bad, can we cuss?
No, it's good.
All right. You'll hear shit blasting out the studio. But for me, it's more so about, you know, capturing the feeling, capturing an emotion.
Yeah.
I really find a hard time writing about things that I haven't gone through or I haven't seen someone go through. You know, and for me, I think that's where the magic happens in the studio, is when it's authentic.
It's very authentic.
And when you can capture that feeling and that raw emotion, whether it be turning up, celebration, or it be, you know, being sad or
something personal,
you know,
something that you're going
through,
through,
something very personal,
like that,
being low. So I think that's kind of where I've been at through the creative process, taking the beats, just kind of playing with records, playing with sounds, and pushing myself in the studio. You know, I do a lot of work by myself, so it's no pressure to kind of impress anybody. It's just me.
Do you do a lot of experimenting when you're in the studio? Do you try to try new different things, or do you kind of have a style that you're trying to stick with and you just want to kind of?
Man, I'm really just in there experimenting all the time. I haven't really found, you know, my genuine sound, or to be honest with you, my sound hasn't connected yet to where the fans have told
you that this
like,
is what
this is what we really want. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Give us more of this. So for me, it's just more so just finding out what they like, you know.
So right now you're kind of in that experimental stage,
I'm in that
figuring out
experimental.
what's going on.
Just figuring out my voice, figuring out what I can say, what more I can say, where I can say things at, and just figuring out, like I said, what they want to hear from me.
What people want to hear from you. That's definitely, because it's like you said, just you want to please your fans at the same time, but you also want to make the music for yourself. You're gonna do exactly what you're going through and hope that it resonates with the people. But I feel like you said, when you make authentic type of music, it's a lot easier for people to connect to that. Because people go through these everyday situations, and that's one of my favorite things about R&B music versus listening to rap music is, I used to like I tell my mom all the time, like, these dudes just sing about talking to this girl by the locker. But that's some real shit. You really be talking to a girl by the locker as opposed to, you know what I'm saying, riding in a Lamborghini on the beach. You know what I mean? So I feel like R&B is already more of a relatable outlet. So it's probably easier for you to get your emotions out and things like that.
Definitely. So, and we're living in a time now where authentic is accepted.
Exactly. That's true.
People really want to hear more authentic stuff. They want to see more authenticity from people. And I think that's what's really helping R&B kind of catch its groove again. It is like, it's real raw emotion, it's real authentic, and people love it right now. You know, so it's okay for a dude to be like, "Yo, you hurt me."
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
where it wasn't acceptable maybe 10 years ago.
I'm gonna pour this liquor on. Like, it's okay for people to say that because they're like, "Yo, I know he does that."
Exactly.
You know, I watch his Instagram every day. So
he do that shit for real.
So, definitely. I think it's definitely easier, you know, being an R&B guy.
Yeah, well, I'm excited to see you on the forefront of that, and I want to see you do more things, especially not only to put R&B on the map, but also to put Denver on the map in our city as well.
Definitely. I love Denver.
Hey, there you go. Yeah. So let's talk about this show you got coming up, February 15th at the Marquis Theater. Everybody make sure you go get your fucking tickets right now.
They going fast, too.
They going fast, so get them now. They almost sold out. So let's talk about it. It's the Love Hangover.
Love Hangover.
What can we expect from the show?
Man, a lot. A lot of new music, a lot of rhythm and Basquiat, some songs off of Therapy. What I put out a year ago. I'm trying to bring the whole experience to you. I'm trying to do it like nobody's done it here by myself. As far as like standing as probably one of the only R&B people on the stage. We're going to have Vision up there. Shout out to Vision.
He in the background.
Shout out to Pher.
Shout out Pher.
Shout out to Dale over there. Everybody, but we're going to have P.S. Mike Rose. Shanae, Vision, like I said, a few others. It's going to be a good show. It's going to be a really good show. I think it's going to be a different kind of lineup than what people are used to, but it's gonna be very successful. Like I said, tickets been going, bro. I really haven't had to push them. They've been coming to us.
People just been coming to you buying. That's the kind of turnout that you want to see. And the Marquis is a good theater, and it's a good one. And if the tickets are selling, like you say, y'all will sell that bitch out like that, no problem. So make sure everybody go and get their tickets right now. February 15th at the Marquis Theater. Napalm, man, I want to say thank you for coming through, bro.
Appreciate that, brother.
And I appreciate all that. We got a little gift for you. I see you got the dad cap fit going on. So we got this little favorite cap, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, that match too.
Make sure that you throw that on, you know what I'm saying? Put that in all your fists.
Let me see what we got.
That looked perfect. We should have had you wear that the whole time.
We should have.
All right, Napalm, man, I want to say thank you for coming through.
Appreciate
Looking fresh
you,
in the favorite cap.
Make
sure y'all come and cop that. 1118 Broadway, you know what's going on. February 15th. Make sure y'all get y'all tickets. Marquis Theater. Love Hangover show. We're going to have a lot of excitement at that motherfucker. And we out.
Boom.